Here's the hype on HCC.
Try for a second and imagine a life without today's technology. No cell phones, no email, and no internet. Seems almost impossible, right? Technology isn't just a tool to make our lives easier. Technology makes our lives. You can call him a geek, but here at HCC, we call him our guru. Because Roland Fields has been in the game long enough to collect some of the ancient artifacts of technology and show the campus just how far we've come in such a short time.
It's good to refresh our memories of what it was like. I think it's good to preserve it because it is going to go away. And like all museum pieces, you really need to reference back and see some of these things and actually be able to touch them. Start off with a couple pieces that computer science department had. The mainframe memory, our inventory control had a few pieces. And I realized that we need to keep some of this.
Though we live in a generation that's constantly updating technology, there was once a time when people would spend nothing over $500 on a computer. That would roughly be equivalent to today's calculator.
Retail price would have been about $1,000 to $2,000, but it was when you put all the pieces together that it really started getting expensive. It's like anything. And then what happened was when they tried to leapfrog that technology is when it got incredibly expensive and you had the things that died, like the Lisa computer for $10,000, the Macintoshes that were hitting $8,000 and $9,000. They just didn't sell that well. So there was kind of like a price point between $1,000 and $3,000 where you could buy the technology, and people would be willing to spend that. But the IBM PCs are a little bit easier to sell, and that's why they did so well, is because they were business oriented. You made it a business tool. But the cool ones were like when the Macintosh came out, because when I went to a college with friends had Macintoshes, I was just dying of envy. And they're pretty expensive, but they were very useful.
So what's the next big innovation for the future of our tech-driven world?
What I see in the near future, and that's basically all I can think to project to, is the iPad. And I think the iPad as an e-book and a multimedia delivery device, both for students and for anyone else. You can take these iPads, put a coloring program on it, or a book, and hand it out. And you don't have the keyboards and all the other pieces that create so much havoc in the classroom.
While the future of our tech world is unknown, one thing is for certain. It's a geek's paradise. If you're interested in seeing the old technology display, stop by the Scarcella Science and Technology Center at 10141 Cache Road in Stafford.
That's the hype on HCC. Catch more hypes on the air and the web at hccs.edu.